One rental at a time, family. Matt, the mortgage guy here. Today was Fed Day. Today, the Fed announced a 25 basis point rate hike and mortgage rates got better. In this video, I'm going to bring to you, because my buddy Mike asked me to, a little bit of update on mortgage rates. And by the way, Mike's call of the 30-year fix being under 6% for 2023 is looking pretty darn good. Mortgage News Daily 6.04 as of today. I promise you, February 2nd, when it comes out, it's going to be under 6% because it's not what the Fed did, it's what the Fed said that affected interest rates. If you watch this channel, you've heard it plenty of times, right? The 25 basis point rate hike, everybody knew that was coming. That was a foregone conclusion. So that was no surprise. That's been baked in for a long, long time. What Jerome Powell said, and the reason why mortgage-backed securities are about 25 basis points better as of the recording of this video, the 10-year treasury is down 11 basis points to 3.41, is because Jerome started to talk a little soft, right? He started to talk about the fact that, in so many words, a pivot may be in the future, right? He talked about, the JOLTS report, and that was bad. Disinflation has started. He said those words. So, when Jerome Powell starts to acknowledge that all these rate hikes have had the effect on inflation that they wanted, and it's starting to be seen in the data, it's just him hinting to and starting to set up the pause and then even the cut, right? And this was something that was interesting. When he talked about the next steps, I'm not sure the exact wording, and truth be told, I had 15 realtors in my office today. We had a little mastermind, and so I wasn't listening to Jerome's speech word for word. I caught bits and pieces of it. There's already people projecting that the top of the Fed funds rate might reach 4.9% by July. But guess what the projection is for December? 4.25%. So they're already projecting cuts from the Federal Reserve, right? And so this is all good news for mortgage bonds. This is all good news for mortgage rates, that there's lights at the end of the tunnel. Whether or not they do 25 basis points in the March meeting, which is March 26th and 27th, so they'll make their announcement and have their press conference like they did today, again on March 27th, will depend on the next 6 weeks of data, right? Inflation data, other data, they'll make those decisions, but they've said it. And I'll dig through all of Jerome's comments from today. Housing disinflation, other disinflation, goods coming down, like it's started, right? And so the intended consequence of the rate hikes to curb inflation, they're seeing progress in it, right? And so they're going to eventually pause. They're going to eventually pivot. They'll never use those words, but it's going to happen, and it's going to be, favorable for mortgage interest rates. So, like I said, today's 6.04 for great credit, 30-year fixed. Depending on who you're talking to, it might cost a half a point. It might be free. That is going to continue to creep down. It's going to have a 5 handle in front of it tomorrow and or Friday, most likely. So stay tuned. Don't expect anything drastic, right? 25 basis points is 0.1% at best when it comes to rate, but it's more good news, and it's more towards what we thought might happen. A slow trickle down of rates. Not going to be 4.5% tomorrow. We're not going to see, anything dramatic, but slowly but surely, we might see a 30-year fixed close to 5% by the middle of 2023. So that's my thoughts. Hope everyone's doing well. Again, if you want to connect with me, you know where to go. greatmortgagebroker.com. Fill out the form. Let us know where you're at and how we can help. We're licensed nationwide. Continue enjoying your travels, Mr. Zuber and Zuber Nation. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys are all doing well. Bye-bye.